Hello, citizen of the world. My name is Will, and today I want to talk to you guys about Taiwan. Taiwan just had its first case of coronavirus after being COVID-free for 253 days. And all of this happened because someone decided that he doesn't want to follow safety protocol and wear a goddamn mask. Well, today I am making this video not particularly to make any specific condemnation or accusation. However, I am doing this just so that my friends and viewers in Taiwan are able to share this video with their foreigner friends, so they understand that it doesn't matter what your point of views are regarding the pandemic. When you travel and go abroad and travel to other countries, and when you want to be selfish and ignorant, your actions do have consequences. I'm just slightly disturbed by the fact that after 250 days of strict protocol and strong pandemic fighting morals among the citizens of Taiwan, the virus-free streak is still broken because some prick, particularly a pilot from New Zealand, decided to defy safety protocols on his job. Very little about this incident is mentioned in global mainstream media. Well, I don't blame anyone. While the Western world technically is falling apart with tens of thousands of cases each day in most countries, I know it's very hard to sympathize with the people in Taiwan who are literally freaking out because there is one new case among their population of 20 million. But I do find it very peculiar that when I do see a piece of article in an independent international news source that talk about the situation in Taiwan, they only talk about a girl in Taiwan that was somehow infected. What they failed to mention is that this Taiwanese girl was exposed to the coronavirus because she was hanging out with a New Zealand pilot. I am not going to draw into the personal affairs between these two people because I don't want the feelings of the pilot's wife back in New Zealand to get hurt. Oh, wait, what? What? So his wife is actually in Japan? Oh, well, I guess he really likes Asians then. Anyways, but I do want to point out that Mr. Pilot, who works at a cargo plane for EVA Air in Taiwan, was actually already experiencing symptoms on his job. Well, on his last flight, flying back to Taiwan from the US, he was coughing.
That's what happens.
And various Taiwanese news sources have pointed out that his co-pilots tried to advise him to put on a mask, which he rudely refused.
Get out of here and go! Get the out of here and go!
Okay, now this is where I have a little bit of a problem. I know in different regions of the world, different people have different beliefs regarding mask wearing, even though there are monumental proof that masks work. There are still people, for God knows what reasons, insist that they want to be self-centered and egotistical and just wouldn't put on a mask.
Put a fucking mask on.
So what we have here now is a pilot coughing and spreading viruses to his co-pilots, and then go back to Taiwan, hanging out with a girl, not sure how intimate they are, and passing the virus to the girl, who somehow, ironically, is the only individual that made it to the international news.
What? What the fuck?
So, people, regardless of your gender or nationalities or age, if you fly a plane and have traveled to a country that you know have a high infection rates, wear a fucking mask! If you are showing symptoms and are in a confined space with close proximity to your colleagues, wear a fucking mask. If you have symptoms and you have not quarantined yourself for 14 days, not only that, you should probably wear a fucking mask, you should probably try not to be intimate with your concubine.
Oh, yes!
Why? Because of your stupid action. Now businesses and restaurants and events and Christmas and year-end festivities are all facing a halt in Taiwan. Also, I want to tell the friends and families of these pilots to severely condemn his action. Because again, according to various Taiwanese news sources, Mr. Pilot doesn't even think that he did anything wrong. So please, if you know this guy and you are his family or friends or relatives or church brothers or sisters, please condemn his action, because there is no reason that he doesn't feel ashamed of the catastrophe that he has caused. Anyways, what I want to let everyone know is just that people should be courteous. The pandemic has no national boundaries. Your actions can affect those in other countries. And to all my fellow Taiwanese friends, if you are working with any foreigners who show symptoms, though I know it is within our Asian heritage and within our culture to always be polite, to stay quiet, and to respect colleagues with higher ranks in a work environment, we are in a fucking pandemic. It is not a time to be nice. If your boss or superior have traveled to places that you know have a high infection rates and are coughing in your face,
Excuse me.
throw a mask on his face and slap the shit out of him. I hope everyone stays safe. This is小威的一生, and have a wonderful life.